Hi, my name is Laura Krenicki. I'm a teacher at William J. Johnson Middle School in Colchester, Connecticut, USA. And here is my Spark video. I want to introduce our global collaboration project that we started first on Global Collaboration Day, and then it evolved into Global Collaboration Week, which we now extend to pretty much the whole year. And this is our last week of school, and we're so excited to share with you some of the student learning that we've accomplished through this project that we've been doing called the One Day Grid on our One Day in the World project through Flipgrid. And we'd love to have you join us next year, you and your students. It doesn't matter if you have middle school students, you could have younger grades, kindergarten, all the way through high school with us. So we'd love to have you join us on the grid. So I'll tell you a little bit about how this project started. We actually had first used a version of it using iEarn, where kids then could collaborate on a digital platform. But we found that sometimes because it was asynchronous, kids lost track of who they were conversing with, and it was hard to navigate. So we found that using Flipgrid actually helped kids to benefit from those collaborations. So they could see each other, they could respond to each other more readily, and then they could find their responses. But one of the things that really jumped out at me a couple of years ago was I was doing a class, I was teaching a course at a university for pre-service teachers. And one of the students in the class had actually said that we were bringing in books on, different multicultural picture books, and she had a book on Gandhi. And she held up the book and she said, "I don't know if Gandhi was a real person or just a character in the story." And it surprised me for a couple of reasons. One, if you don't know, you should probably read the book before you present it in a college practice class. But also, I felt like we have a big disservice if we have a student who is a pre-service teacher who is either a senior or a graduate student and doesn't know who some of our influential world minds were. And so it really struck me that we are doing a disservice to these students to get them as far as they are in college. And so we need to get them earlier. So in middle school, we should be introducing kids to people who make a difference in our world. And so you'll notice on the slide behind me that my main goal, and I have this on the board all year, is that we really want our students to demonstrate that they are globally competent. And there's 4 ways that they can demonstrate that, or they can lead to this competency. 1, we want to make sure that they recognize multiple perspectives. 2, we want to give them opportunities to investigate the world through inquiry. 3, we want them to generate intercultural communication, so talking with kids in other parts of the world, but not just kids. We want to have them talk to experts in different topics as well. So we partner often with National Geographic Explorer webcasts so that we can ask those kinds of questions of things that we really want to know. And the 4th main goal to getting to being a globally competent person is by taking informed action on these global issues. And this ties really nicely in with the global goals, the UN global goals that I know that many teachers around the world are adopting in their classrooms. So I have some examples of students here who recently presented at their student learning with this one day, we call it the One Day Grid, where kids went to our state and local representatives to talk about the digital learning that they had. And I don't know if the sound will work, but I will certainly share this with you, so you are welcome to watch the videos. Some of these are a little bit slow to load, but again, I will share these with you. So here's a student talking about her experience with learning with the world. Oh, and maybe that won't work. Let's see if I can get her to play. No. Technology doesn't always work for us either. Here we go, we'll try again.
Hi, my name is Ivy, and one way I learned about the world is doing the project World of 7 Billion and connecting here on One Day Grid.
And here's another.
While using Flipgrid, I learned about the world by connecting with kids and talking to them about events and topics.
So in addition to learning about and with the world, we also tackled the global goals. And I had asked students to tell us some things that they had learned by discussing the global goals. And I'll share a few of their voices with you here.
Global goal number 1 is no poverty. As of 2015, about 736 million people still lived on less than $1.90 a day. Many lack food, clean drinking water, and sanitization. Rapid growth in countries such as China and India has lifted millions out of poverty, but progress has been uneven. Women are more likely to be poor than men because they have less paid work, education, and own less property. To stop poverty, we need to create awareness. Social media has become an integral part of daily life, and now is the time to use it as a voice of social good. Take action on your own. Donate. Create jobs worldwide. Increase access to proper sanitization and water. And educate everybody. Thank you.
One of the great things I find about these videos too is that the prior learning that we've done throughout the year reflects back in what they understand about the global goals. I'll give you one further example. Okay, before I play this next video, just know earlier in the year in October, just after we did the Collaboration Week, we read A Long Walk to Water by Linda Sue Park. And that was in October, and now here we are in June, and I want you to hear her connection.
Global goal number 6 is clean water and sanitation. It's very important because you need clean water to be hydrated and healthy. In Sudan, girls walk all day in the hot sun to find water, and it's brown and muddy. Many parts of the world, people are fighting for clean water, just like Sudan is. And also Cambodia, Laos, Haiti, Ghana, India, Afghanistan, Ethiopia, and Chad.
So you can see the connections not only with the story earlier, but throughout the year we've been able to explore different places of the world that may also be suffering similar situations. In addition to some of the online platforms that students get to collaborate on, they also are recognized for the work that they do within the district and at the state and other levels. So students recently were able to share with Digital Learning Day, which was back in the winter, and then the Digital Learning Day students then went and presented at the CECA Tech Expo, which was held in our state capitol. So see, these were some of the student representatives who not only shared some of their learning that they did earlier in the year, but then were able to be amazing spokespeople for the global projects. And we would love, they'll now be 7th graders next year, and we would love to have you join us in this partnership for next year. In addition, you'll see some of the other examples of student learning. We've done webcasts with other schools around the world. We participated in some read aloud books. We get interested in a specific, either with a global read aloud or with another specific book, and then we can share that learning with other classrooms, doing live webcasts with them so that we can have an interchange and discussions between these two groups of students. And lastly, if you are interested in joining our project, we would love to see you there. You're certainly welcome to contact me by email. I do have the information here. But also, if you go on Flipgrid and you look on, the code is 1 day, no spaces, all lowercase. There is a password to make it more accessible so students don't have to log in for this. The password is also 1 day, all lower caps, lowercase, excuse me, and all one word. So please feel free to join us on there. Right now we have 50 topics. We'll probably close them down for the summer so kids can start fresh in the new school year for us, here in the Northern Hemisphere anyway. And then in the fall, soon in September, like one of the first things we'll do is get kids talking, talk about digital citizenship, and get them excited about learning with the world. So I hope to see you there.